Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PGSN. My name is Boston Harding. I'm here joined by
Jack Barnard,
and we are here back for some more Vikings baseball. Today's matchup, the Pleasant Grove Vikings going up against the Timpview Thunderbirds.
The story of this game, Pleasant Grove going on an 11-game win streak after the Red Rock tournament ended yesterday against Maple Mountain as they split the series with a home win for each team. That was a very close game, 2-3. The other game ending 7-4 at home for Pleasant Grove. So, important for Pleasant Grove to bounce back, get the win here so that they can try to secure a top spot in 5A for the playoffs coming up soon in the next 2 weeks.
Win these next two games against Timpview, then they take the region. They are currently 7-2, I believe, in region. Oh wow, 10-2 in region in first. So I'm pretty sure they need. And then, then they secure it no matter what. Spanish Fork and Maple Mountain are both tied 9-3 region. So if the Vikings take these next two Timpview Thunderbirds, then they will take home I almost said championship for a second. I was like, that's not the word.
By the way, in that 11-game win streak for the Vikings going on from post-spring break, there was 4 shutouts, and within that, 4 rules as well. Some of those not being shutouts versus Springville and at home, respectively. So it's an important game for Pleasant Grove to bounce back, as Timpview, their story is much different this season as their records are opposite of each other. Pleasant Grove 16-7, Timpview 7-16. With that, they have gone 0-12 in 5A Region 7. They are the bottom feeders, 8th place. Right now, they are on a losing streak. Whew. It's not looking good. It is a losing streak pretty much as long as Pleasant Grove's win streak has been. It is 10 games from March 30th to May 1st. Here it comes. May 1st. It could be the difference maker for the Thunderbirds as it is at home. It is their senior night or day, whatever you like to call it.
I call it day. It's 3:30. We can call it senior afternoon.
And I really like this here field. I think that there's a lot of great venues here in baseball 5A, and this is a really great one right up against the mountains. They got some houses here. I mean, it's not like the prettiest mountain. Trees, grass, some stairs. It's kind of interesting as baseball fields in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
And, some of the cleanest colorways, as Timpview has a very nice looking field too, with this brown turf complementing the orange and green. So, coming into this, what does Pleasant Grove have on the line?
Well, one, if they don't take both of these games, if they lose both actually, then they drop in region. If they lose one, win the other, then they will most likely have probably a 3-way tie between Spanish Fork and Maple Mountain, which I forgot to bring up when you were talking about the Pleasant Grove win streak. They won both games against Spanish Fork, who has been consistently ranked #1 in Utah.
Right. As you look at the top rankings in Utah, and consistently near the top, there is 4 different 5A teams within the top 15.
Yeah.
#1 in Utah right now is American Fork, a classic rival of Pleasant Grove, but of course, being in the lower division now in 5A, it's not really much of a factor other than glory.
Oh, yeah. Spanish Fork is
number 4.
Number 4. I might have just been looking at 5A instead of Utah.
It's all good. They are #1 in 5A, as you can see here, but Pleasant Grove, #5 in the state, right behind Spanish Fork, Snow Canyon, Lone Peak, and American Fork, respectively. But those top 3 teams all not in 5A, so you got a 4A dominating in a top 3 spot in Utah, and then 2 6A teams. Classic teams that we have seen in Pleasant Grove rivalry in the past year. Fork in the championship a few times, and in their last championship in 2019 was against Lone Peak. Five A is respectable. You know, you got a lot of teams here that are up here in the top 10 here in Utah. As Nash Clement first to bat for Pleasant Grove.
His opponent, number 17, Will Cannon, a senior, one of the top picks for a pitcher on this Thunderbirds team. He's pitched 35.1 innings. He's got a 3.57 ERA to come with that. 18 earned runs on 31 hits.
Here's the second pitch as the first was off the mark.
That one going back into left field. That goes off the wall. Rounding second.
Giving him a double. Very nice. For a second, I thought it was going to be a fly ball out, but
yeah, I went over.
Could not make that play. Yeah.
Yeah, I went over the left fielder's head. Honestly, probably lost it in the sun. I bet I would have, with what sun's coming down right now.
As we apologize for the camera angles, we have actually never been to Timpview's baseball field in our careers, respectively, and we had no idea. They got a chain link. We set up in a way that wouldn't bother the Timpview home fans.
I was hopeful.
I think so. We didn't get many complaints as we were setting up, except for right at the beginning when we moved where we were initially.
Yeah. 1-0 count here to Vake Wolfgram. Second pitch taken for a strike in there.
That game against Maple Mountain at home, Vake's older brother Tua was there, is visiting and watching his little brother, as Tua currently plays for Brigham Young University.
Yeah, he's been going off at BYU.
Yeah,
he's been doing amazing.
Been absolutely great, as that is a foul to give the first strike to Vake. Second strike, sorry. Updated the scoreboard, not our digital one, but the real one.
The in-house.
Yeah, in-house scoreboard. Sorry, I'm losing some of my terminology. I've been
away for a while.
Yeah, and as it's been interesting being somebody. Well, okay, I'm not holding it. I'm a missionary, but I work for Coach Henry right now, and one of the things he asked me to do that he finds important is making sure this broadcast is amazing.
Up and going.
It's up and going and amazing, and number one student-ran broadcast in Utah. Not much competition there, but also
I think we're the only one on there.
It is number one. We can claim it as much as we would like.
Foul tip on the 2-2 count keeps Vake alive. Nash Clement still over on first. No outs. And nothing across on the scoreboard just yet. Vikings are looking to do some damage with a good power hitter in Vake Wolfgram in the box and a speedy runner on second in scoring position. Taken just outside to give Vake the full count.
If we really want to talk more about Timpview, their season has been a struggle here, as they have only beaten one team in their division or above. Only win against a 5A team coming against Highland High on March 27th. So the last win they got actually before their losing streak started.
Who did you? Highland?
Highland.
Isn't it Highland 4A?
I thought Highland was 5A. At least they were in basketball. Let's open up 5A rankings.
Well, Jack does that. Vake gets the walk on the 3-2 count, bringing up the 3-hole hitter in number 8, Davey Staffieri. Has been, wow, I completely lost control of that sentence.
It happens.
Davey hasn't had too many at-bats, but in the ones that he has had, he's been very consistent and is always up there on the highest for batting average on the team and slugging percentage. And I'm pretty sure he's top 3 on base percentage as well.
Yeah, going back to Highland, by the way, I'm pretty sure they actually aren't, so that stat was wrong by me. I'm a little bit used to 6A, where not many teams actually move down a division for any sport. So There are some teams that move up into 6A. Jordan High, for some reason, just plays 6A baseball, as that is a fly ball into left field, giving Nash Clement a chance to score here, and he does.
He's
makes
up
it
there.
home.
So does Vake Wolfram. Now a 2-0 lead off the RBI double coming from Davey Staffieri. Still no outs, 2 runs across, and a runner in scoring position.
Absolutely amazing play there by Staffieri.
As I was right, Davey Staffieri leads the team with a .449 batting average, a .571 on base percentage, and where's the slugging percentage? He also leads in a 0.653. So he's leading all 3 of those. I didn't know he was leading in on base percentage. I thought he was going to be second or third, but he's been doing it really well in the past couple of games.
As we look here, I'm pretty sure Spanish forecast to lose a game and us win out to win 5A.
To win 5A, we have to lose these 2, and Spanish forecast to win 2. For the region?
No, for 5A in general to be number 1.
Oh, okay.
That would give us a chance to play Northridge in Layton, by the way. That would be a fun little rematch, as we've had. That would be the second time we played Northridge in a first round this year, as if you remember football season. Earned a home game against Northridge and unfortunately went on to lose that. Some other bottom feeders in 5A. Box Elder is a 5A only team for baseball, as they go 4A for all other sports.
Honestly, I kind of forgot Box Elder was 5A. I thought they were 4A.
And Roy and Skyline.
Skyline? Really?
Skyline's in 5A and number 22 out of 25 teams. Timpview is number 21.
I thought they were doing better this season. They were dominating at girls volleyball this season, and they've been doing well at guys volleyball. So I thought there's going to be some sort of transfer with that.
It's hard, having versatility in all the different sports is difficult and only really achievable by some schools.
Yeah.
Hey, good swing, Keto.
On a pass ball a little bit ago, Davey Staffieri made it to third. I don't know. I did update the scoreboard. 2-2 count here. That makes it a 3-2 to Keaton Nordic, number 9.
3-2 count. Always interesting to see a 3-2 count, as something is going to happen on that next pitch, no matter what. And he swings on it, and that is going to be the first out for Pleasant Grove in this here first inning. I've always thought it would be interesting now that Pleasant Grove is in 5A. We haven't seen it yet, but I am looking forward to a potential Pleasant Grove versus Viewmont lineup, which is Vikings versus Vikings, by the way.
I think that already happened. We've played Viewmont this year.
Well,
I don't know if it was for baseball, but we've definitely played them this year.
I've always looked forward to it. The Viewmont Vikings have a different logo than the traditional Viking, which, by the way, some people complaining about high schools, quote-unquote, copying NFL logos when, there's solid evidence that Pleasant Grove was the Vikings before Minnesota was even founded as an NFL team.
Yeah.
Because Pleasant Grove is over 100 years old, and Minnesota was only founded in the 1960s, I believe. Ground ball down center field.
Ryder Huntsman picks up an RBI single with that grounder getting through the left field gap past the third baseman and the shortstop. That'll be the third run batted in here in the top of the first inning. Now coming up to bat, Tobin Degelbeck, a sophomore who me and Zane always bring it up. Hit the walk-off home run versus Lehigh in the first pitch. Nails him dead center of the back.
And that's a free walk for Degelbeck.
And that will put Ryder Huntsman on second base as well.
As he flips his shin guard away. Chance to load the bases here for Crew Anderson. Have to rely a little bit. We're kind of operating on a little bit, not quite bare bones, but just a bit of a more difficult setup, so I don't have the rosters as quickly available, so if we are a bit slow, that is my bad.
I don't know exactly everyone on Timpview. I actually don't know any of the players on Timpview. But I know the entire roster for PG. So,
well, we got the roster for Timpview here, looking like, a roster that's mostly dominated by sophomores and juniors, which is exciting for the future, but also can lead to unfortunate seasons, as we can see with Timpview. But it's happened to Pleasant Grove in different sports like football and basketball and soccer. As Pleasant Grove soccer, by the way, going absolutely off this season.
I don't think they've lost yet.
Yeah, they
I'm
are.
Pretty sure they're 13-0.
14, actually. I
14.
think they beat Timpview this week to give them the 14th win. For the Vikings.
No,
they're
just
not.
second and third.
I think they stole.
Yeah, it was a pass ball and runners advanced.
Oh, okay. Kind of a little bit cooked. But squint. So
At least we're not facing the sun.
yeah,
So.
at least
Pieced in the left, going back, and watching it fly. That is gone. Crew Anderson picks up a home run and a 3. Put the Vikings out in front by 5.
and the little kids run to go and catch the home run ball on the hill behind the fence. Absolutely amazing. That gives them a 6-run inning so far with only 1 out. This could be an interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. As I was a bit doubtful, I was about to say, crushing that pitch, but I was worried it was going to be a bounce off the fence, single or double, but turns out to be a homer, which is absolutely.
That was going to be a liner off the wall, barely got up there, and these fences are tall.
The back fence?
Yeah.
So it's extra tall, not extra short. Because
I don't know how short they are, or like how close in, but they're just tall.
yeah, that's what I look back onto that Pleasant Grove's home field. I'm like, man, insane. You must absolutely be swinging that thing for.
Connor Ybarra.
Connor Ybarra gets a free walk after a
Hip.
yeah.
I don't know if you know the terminology,
No,
so I'm
you
throwing it in for you.
Like
I was just making sure you knew what it was, because you were pausing for a second.
trying to
thinking
say
about what it
a
was.
strike on foul, but there's a big old soccer field off of a hill on the side of this field. Is he?
The ball drops.
Ybarra has to decide to go back to first or go to second.
He was gonna steal, and then it was a pop fly, which ended up dropping in front of the right fielder for a bloop single for who was that? Talon Page. Haven't seen a lot of him in batting, at least. We typically see him in center field as a designated fielder because Pleasant Grove always has their pitchers hit as well. That one fouled off the left baseline by Nash Clement. Starts an 0-1 count.
Yeah, and
Wind feels real good right now.
yeah, all the way through the batting order already.
Yeah, we're
this
back to
inning.
the start. 1 out on the board. Suns batted in, 2 runners on base, and a 1-1 count here.
Say when it happens.
Well, yeah, I said 1-1. It happened as I was talking.
Right.
So
That pitch makes it 2-1.
that one barely outside for a ball.
Nash, a left-handed batter, by the way.
Yeah,
We do have a couple of them.
Pleasant Grove has a lot more left-handed batters than most high school teams, actually.
Which, that has got to be a pretty crazy advantage, I'm not going to lie. 3-1 count now on this pitch. And, that makes it, like, as the classic joke of, like, you got to play right field, you give it to, your your worst player, but you gotta assign right field to some dudes who know what to do, with those left-handed batters.
Yeah, I mean, it's also high school. Everyone's going to be a lot better than just some random rec league.
Yeah, I just know those jokes of, you take your short kid and you put them on right field so that they know that they're important. 3-2 count on this pitch.
That one, Chopper over to third, throws it over to first for the second out.
Third and second base loaded for Pleasant Grove as both runners move up a base.
Yeah, it was a productive out there. Now 2 outs on the board with, again, the power slugger, number 3, Vake Wolfgram. Him and, I just noticed we went through the whole lineup. Mason Henry's not batting.
How interesting. Maybe resting up after, that unfortunate loss to Maple Mountain, being like, okay, we're going up against a team that is struggling right now, and hopefully we can make quick work of each of these games, rest up, and be ready for the playoffs. Do you earn a first-round bye or no?
Yes. Oh, there's not a net above us.
Oh,
I just
that
realized
is
that.
really scary. I'm not a fan. I already get scared by the ball at Pleasant Grove's home field, which can fly right towards you into the net.
Yeah, I'm used to PG where we have a net, and I see a fly ball going up. Oh, I don't got to care about it. There's a net above us, but now I actually do. Nash is coming home.
Rolls, and Nash scores.
Or that's not Nash, that's Talon.
Oh, sorry.
It's Connor. Wow, we said all the wrong names. They all look very similar with the helmet on. I apologize.
Nash actually was the one to give him the second out.
Oh,
so.
yeah, he was the ground out to move him over.
So Ybarra, also Pleasant Grove's quarterback. I'm not sure if he will be this coming season, but he might be. Probably will.
I don't know. We'll just have to see at the start of the year.
It's amazing how much less you know about the teams once you graduate, especially going into the second year after you graduate. Like that team, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to work with Coach Fugel this coming summer, so I will know some, but, Vake swings for the fences on that one, making it a 3-2 count. Something's going to happen here on this pitch.
I didn't realize I erased the count after the steal at home. Taking
a free walk. And my phone is about 900 degrees now because it's been running max preps in the sun, and it might have just overheated. So now we're kind of screwed. But we will continue.
Did you hear how...
Staffery, huh? It is a unique last name. I only really know how to say Staffieri because his older brother Nick was the quarterback when I was a sophomore many years ago, 2022.
Wow, you're old.
I am. Yep. I was 15 when that. It's been a long time, but as time passes, it's fun to look back on those years and kind of see little brothers of everybody. So it's been fun not sure what this was about, but they all meet to talk to Coach Henry for a second.
It's because they had a mound visit, and then all the batters just went over and talked to Coach Henry at third. Right. But it started with a mound visit.
Is somebody not at first? I thought there was.
There should be. Yeah, it's Vake Wolfgram.
Oh, okay.
He was just over talking to someone in the dugout, I think.
Talking, maybe getting a shot of Gatorade. Who knows?
Just maybe.
Could be as Staffieri up to bat as you have Clement and Wolfgram.
I don't think that's
they both bat left-handed, and then you got a right-hander right here, and he gets nailed in the left shoulder for a free walk, and that is the third time someone has been hit for a free first base this game, and it's only the first inning.
Yeah, first inning, 3 hit by pitches, 7 runs batted across, and a home run, and there's only 2 outs. Well, only. There's 2 outs on the board.
There is 2 outs. And another hit.
2 in a row.
And that gives Pleasant Grove a free score here as bases continue to be loaded. That puts 8 on the board here. And if they hit a double or triple here, or a home run, they get into mercy rule territory.
You can't mercy rule before the third inning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense, but also kind of crazy.
Yeah, so like if someone's just like the entire team's going off, I saw a thing this morning actually where a baseball team won 54-0.
Ground ball to left field, as that gives Vake a score here to make the score 9-0.
Who is it that batted that? Was that Ryder? I believe so.
Yeah, I believe it was, and that ball just escaped the third baseman's glove to kind of roll into foul territory over the base, and then there was a trip. Lots of chaos here. 0-1 count here. So I sounded like a complete noob when I said entering mercy rule territory. Although technically,
not a lot of people know, but like if the way it's going, it might. Wow, that might hit the truck. Oh, that hit the football scoreboard.
That is insane. We didn't get that on camera. I wish we did. That would have been absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, we just can't see it. I thought I was on the wrong camera for a second.
But big old football scoreboard looking like a lower Division I football stadium. To be honest, it looks a lot like Weaver State.
On up and in. Now a 1-2 count here to Tobin Degelbeck. Was only a sophomore, and he's got crazy power.
Yeah, and also close to hitting his left shoulder, and that would have been another
hit by pitch.
Yeah, and that is, I mean, you got a couple of those happening here just in the last few minutes, which has been crazy.
Yeah, you already got 3 across the inning, 9 runs. This is, I'd say, considered a perfect start for the Vikings.
And here we got a run to score to make it 10-0 for the Vikings. As now it's just third and second that are loaded. At first, we had all bases loaded, but now with these, balls that are hitting the ground and rolling behind, which has happened also a couple times.
Yeah, there's been quite a couple of pass balls or balls in the dirt. That one popped up to the catcher. I swear he hit that twice. But Tobin Degelbeck will be the third out, leaving 2 runners on base. Although 10 runs come across the plate here in the top of the first. It will go to the bottom of the first here. The Thunderbirds due up in their 1-2-3 spots. We'll see how they respond to the 10-run inning from the Vikings.
Yeah, let's go over what really happened for anybody just tuning in. We have a home run by
Crew Anderson, number 11.
So Crew Anderson hits a home run for 3 scores, and we had multiple hit-by pitches to have free walks, which actually gave Vake a free walk to home.
Yeah, that brought in a run. There's 3 hit-by pitches, 2 of them in a row, and then I believe 2 base on balls as well. One going to Vake Wolfgram, and actually that was the only one. There wasn't another one. So Vake Wolfgram picked up the only base on balls.
Probably my favorite highlight was Degelbeck hitting the football scoreboard with a foul ball. Just absolutely unreal. That would have been a homer, give it 10 feet to the right.
Oh, that I'd say definitely more than 10 feet. That hit the left side of the... Did that hit like the right side to us of the scoreboard, or was that like the left?
I think it was the right side. Point being is that close enough. Could be 20, 25 feet. I'm not sure, but
yeah, it's a.
Point being is it was close. It would have been a home run.
It had the distance, but not. It was just foul.
You move a nickel on the ground 30 minutes ago, and it would have been a home run. Butterfly effect. So coming to the bottom of the first, can we see what Timpview is capable of as they are looking to end their 10-game losing streak here?
Yeah, and on the bump, we got number 6, Connor Ybarra, walking around to the field. We got the basically normal setup. We got Vake Wolfgram behind the dish with his gear on. One other thing, we got Crew Anderson, number 11, playing first. Looks like we got Davey Staffieri playing third, Tobin Degelbeck playing short, Nash Clement playing second. I bet Talon Page is out in center, and then I think I can't tell who's in left and right field, but they are out there.
Well, let's pull up Timpview's roster as first to bat for the Thunderbirds is Cole Enigman, one of the seniors on this team, as it is senior afternoon here in Provo.
First pitch from Ybarra, taken down and away for ball 1.
Ybarra isn't as experienced of a pitcher so far, as he gives him a 2-0 count to start off the inning. But Pleasant Grove trying to rest up different players for the playoffs coming up, as, you know, they could have the mentality of this is a go-ahead win for the series. As a ground ball to center field gives Cole Enigman first base.
Gives him a single on the third pitch of the at-bat. A 2-0 count, knocks it to just up the middle.
Number 2, Beckham Woodward up to bat next, as we have gone. If we get Sam Burns, number 3 up next, that would be absolutely hilarious.
Number 4. Ybarra currently having a 9.33 ERA on the season in a win in his first and only start. With 4 earned crossed, so not something very great coming from him, especially with how deep the pitching rotation is on this Vikings team. There's so many people, which we have Mason Henry coming out to fix Baquet's earpiece with the communication setup. But he's not dressed for the game. He's not going to be playing at all today.
You know, and he gets some cheers from the Pleasant Grove fans, as, you know, he's kind of the all-star for this team, you know, committed to Arizona State, and it's going to be really, really fun. They're giving out free donuts here for senior afternoon, by the way.
I don't know why anyone's saying no.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean, I would take one if I wasn't on mic. 2-1 count here
You can still take one.
For Beckham Woodward. There was one time I ate on stream and I got in big trouble for it.
Well, you can eat it as long as you're muted.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to be funny. Here we are, 3-1. Ybarra potentially struggling just a little bit, as there might be some rust on the gears for pitch. As I apologize, I am super unfamiliar with baseball terminology as I continue to learn, but you know, even with my years of experience with football and basketball, and soccer, but only a few baseball games under my belt as I continue to learn with Boston here, who is the captain of PGSN these days.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just apologizing to fans that if I sound like a complete noob about baseball sometimes, as I was a little bit confused, but it was a strike, you know, kind of foul ball. I don't know. Like, I guess the umps are talking to each other because it was confusing. The ball was hit the ground, and then
they said
Ybarra caught it.
Yeah, they just said that it bounced first in fair territory, so it was a ball in play. Ybarra fielded it, threw it to first for the out. The runner thought it was a foul ball, but it wasn't.
Okay.
So it was put in play, and the runner just didn't go. So that is the first out in the inning, as well as moving over the runner to second.
Up to bat next, the first left-handed batter for the Thunderbirds, McCoy Webb, a sophomore, as they skip over Sam Burns. Although it does say C on his name, which probably just means captain. So,
where?
Right here. In parentheses. Whoops, just clicked on someone.
Maybe.
I believe it just probably means captain, as that's what it means for basketball and football. more important for football, really, as the captains go and meet at the beginning of the game. But yeah, if I sound like a complete noob on baseball, it is my bad. But I am absolutely honored to commentate a game with the new professor of PGSN, Boston Harding. As my name may have some legacy, but not in baseball, unfortunately.
1-1 pitch here, taken for a strike on the outer thirds. That will make it a 1-2 count here to McCoy Webb. Taken just low. Oh, he actually called that strike three.
Strike three. So that is going to be the second out for the Thunderbirds here in this inning as they bring in
Will something?
If I could see his number, it would fix everything.
Will Cannon, the number 17. He is one of the captains and
senior.
the pitcher.
Oh, yeah. So a Mason Henry type.
Yeah. Except I don't know if Mason has ever given up 10 runs in one inning.
Well, it's hard to have your bar be Mason Henry. You know.
Yeah, he's one of the top baseball players on this team. He's going to ASU.
He's the number one player in the state. You know, it's hard to compare. As Ybarra keeps looking back at the man trying to steal for third.
0-1 count here. Now an 0-2 as he's looking on an inside pitch. There's a giant wasp.
There is a wasp flying around us.
I smacked one earlier while we were setting up. They wouldn't leave me alone, so I smacked it.
It's a dangerous game you're playing there, Boston.
And it worked. Taken.
There is the end of the inning. Pleasant Grove up 10-0. Keep this up for 2 more, and that will be the quickest game I've seen from the Vikings.
Unfortunately, not a no-hit inning, but still a shutout, only allowing 1 hit on the first batter with the up-the-middle grounder to get the single coming from number 1, Cole Enigman? Enigman?
Yeah.
Okay.
So letting up 1 pitch, you know, perfect game is gone, but Connor Ybarra, like we said, you know, maybe just a bit of rust on the gears, you know, put some WD-40 in there, and now he's pitching great for the Vikings as that last one turned, it was an 0-3, it was just 3 strikes, bam, 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 to end the inning off. So.
And then new on the mound for the Thunderbirds, we got number 9, True Anderson. His name's True.
True Anderson, also another senior, another captain for this team.
I've never heard of someone's first name being True.
It is freaking awesome, but yeah.
You think he never lies?
He's like Abraham Lincoln, if that's true, you know. But he can't be honest true. He's just truthful true, you know.
Yeah.
Which may be redundant, but it's also cool. As we are looking here, to be honest, I'm looking at stats. I have no idea what any of them mean.
I got you.
I believe his batting average is 196 now.
Well, he's on the mound, so let's get some pitching stats, not some batting stats. Let's see. He's got a 10.90 ERA, 1.3 win-loss, so a .25 win ratio. That is not very great with the 10.9 ERA, the earned run average. He's pitched 17.1 innings, allowing 34 hits and 42 runs, and that earns 27 earned runs. Runs and earned runs are just a little different. It's weird. 16 walks on 18 strikeouts,
Looks like last year was a pretty good season for him, at least. He was the third baseman. He's been on varsity all 4 years of his high school career. So that's interesting. Also cool. He had a 9.3 ERA his freshman year. That ball way up high.
Ooh, watch out.
As it almost nails some little kids playing.
I don't think it did. It almost hit people in the stands, but it landed behind for the
No,
in the
yeah,
rocks.
it's going towards that lower field, I believe, where the soccer team practices. That was
an odd foul ball for Crew Anderson there. He
Yeah.
tried to check swing and foul tips it.
So he stays in on an 0-2 count. Gets another chance here. His last at-bat gave him a home run, by
Yeah.
the way, so he's got a bit of a legacy already for this field to hold up.
Got a good reputation, but facing off against a different pitcher, he is the leadoff today. Or not today, just right now.
Here's the pitch from True.
Taken up and out for ball 1. Makes it a 1-2 count.
Here's the pitch. And foul way into the territory. And
Keep getting close to the stands. I'm scared.
yeah, it's no netting here, by the way. As this is a lot different of a setup as Pleasant Grove has, as we're like on a hill at the very top, and right behind us is a drop off. It's like the Weber High School away bleachers.
Yeah, I would
Which
say
is kind of a niche, but also if you've been there, you would know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
it seems like the little drop where we typically set up all of our stuff besides our camera. It's like a little trough,
Yeah.
and like all the seating is raised up a little higher.
Yeah, and that ball goes in between two sections of the bleachers, and again, kids are trying to catch those fouls.
Good luck with that.
Being careful as he swings for the out on the 1-2 count, and that is True's first out.
And I believe the first strikeout for the Vikings thus far.
Now batting.
Up next, number 6, Connor Yabora, the pitcher or starting pitcher in today's matchup, threw pretty good. 2 strikeouts. I believe it is 2. Yeah, two strikeouts on 1 hit. Pass ball, no one on base to advance.
So it's called a pass ball when it rolls behind?
Yeah, when it gets past the catcher, that's a pass ball.
Okay. And it doesn't mean a free walk.
No.
But it does give a chance for runners to run, to
Yeah,
steal.
they can steal, so the ball is in play. It's a live ball.
Right.
So they can run. But like if it's a foul ball, they can't run
Right.
because that would mean it's a dead ball, or if they get hit by the pitch.
Right. Foul on the pitch there to give him the first strike. Ybarra. I've heard people calling him Ibarra not too long ago, but I believe it is Ybarra. I think
It is Ybarra.
he has told us that he likes it better, so take that, people that were wrong.
There was also one team that we played where someone's last name was Ibarra.
Spelled the same too.
No, that was spelled with an I, not a Y. But other than that, exactly the same. So his name was Ibarra, and then we have Connor Ybarra.
Right. Kind of Ybarra transferring from Lehigh 2 years ago to play quarterback. Swings and another foul.
I'll make it a 2-2 count here. To Connor Ybarra, 1 out, no one on base. No hits come across yet in the top of the second inning. The kick and the delivery up and in for ball 3. That will make it a full count to Connor Ybarra.
Very high as Connor Ybarra he ducks backwards because,
Have to get out of the
reflexes,
way.
don't want to be hit by it. And that is a ground hitter ball. I don't know the terminology.
Ball in the dirt.
Ball in the dirt. I'm sorry.
But you're getting there. You're getting there. It's not the worst I've heard.
Free walk for Connor Ybarra as I am giving out some straight comedy here for everybody listening at home. Hopefully I don't get any complaints. You know, the other day I visited Russ, and he showed me some hate mail that Pleasant Grove Sports Network got in 1985 or something. Or
was
82.
that, or was that just the radio station?
I believe it was
the radio station.
It was the pre-days of PGSN, but it was the same idea where you would commentate
on
over
the radio. Yeah.
So the pre-PGSN days.
Check back to first, not in time. He did get a pinch runner. I didn't see who it was.
But yeah, some hate mail from the 80s, and it was very funny. As the complaints were sort of the same, and they try again to get Ybarra out, as he is...
That's Jack Christopherson now.
Oh,
he got pinch runner for him, so he swapped out, so then Connor Ybarra wouldn't get hurt on the bases while he's pitching.
Oh, I did not know that was even allowed.
Throw down. He got him at second, and the pitch was a strike. That brings the second out and a 0-1 count.
And honestly, the pressure isn't on Pleasant Grove right now, you know. Potentially, this could be unconventional. But potentially the strategy is, you know, we aren't playing as hard. If the top of the half of the inning goes by fast, it's not a big problem for us.
Yeah, especially after a 10-run inning.
Right, exactly. You're already up 10-0. If you get another shutout for the bottom of the second, then you just got to play the third. Or is it the third or fourth that mercy rules can have?
I think it's the third. I believe it's the third.
Computer, tell me when you can do that.
Computer. The 0-2 count here. Anderson kicks, deals, gets a piece of it, fly ball into right field, 3 people tracking it, and makes the grab. The second baseman comes down with it, and they pull out a scoreless inning for True Anderson after a 10-run inning was brought from, who was pitching last time? Will Cannon.
Yes.
That's who it was.
It actually looks like this. You have to be up 10 runs after the 5th inning.
After the 5th?
There are also some leagues employ a 15-run lead after 3 innings or 12 runs after 4.
Did you search up high school?
Yeah, high school. According to the UHSAA guidelines, common mercy rule is a 10-run lead after 5 innings. This is according to Google Gemini, which...
If that's UHSAA, I always switch that. I always do 2 S's, but it's 2 A's.
Yeah.
If it's according to them, then we'll go by that. It's 10 after 5.
I believe it's true. I was thinking to myself, it sounds like the game would be a little bit too short if it could be after 3.
Yeah.
But
we still got Crew Anderson, or wait, is that Ryder Huntsman? It's hard to see through this fence. No, it's Connor Ybarra still. I said Crew Anderson at first. I don't know what I'm talking about. We got Connor Ybarra on the mound for the Vikings coming into the bottom of the second. We'll see how his run goes coming into second inning of pitching today.
So as you can see on your screen, the scoreboard appeared and then disappeared as Boston is taking a little bit of a break for just a second as we start the bottom of the second inning. First two pitches by Connor Ybarra makes it an 0-2 count with the potential to strike out Timpview's first pitcher or first batter, which I missed because we were researching mercy rule rules, as you can mercy rule after the fourth inning if you're up 15 and both coaches agree. But that makes a first out for Timpview as Ty Wessner gets hit by 3 strikes. 3, you're out by Connor Ybarra. First pitch for True Anderson, who is batting now. The first pitcher for Timpview. As that's a first strike, and on that pitch makes it an 0-2 count once again. Can Connor Ybarra get True Anderson out on 3 pitches once again? Here's the pitch, and it is. This could be an inning that is 9 straight strikes thrown. 3 more to go.
You can't jinx it.
I'm sorry, but I am very excited. I haven't seen that happen before.
You can't jinx it.
The commentator curse is real, but I know that you can curse the commentator curse by talking about the commentator curse.
What?
Just kidding. First strike for Sam Burns. 0-1 count with 2 outs.
Taken for strike number 2 as well. And an 0-2 count here.
This is absolutely insane. What can Sam Burns do? Another captain, another senior for the Thunderbirds. Here's the pitch.
Oh, he was one pitch away from the immaculate inning.
Just barely too low.
Did he strike out the batter on 3 pitches?
Yeah, he struck out the first 2 that way, and that is the end.
He was 1 strike away from an immaculate inning, which, if you guys don't know, is 9 straight strikes, and you strike out all of them. No one puts it in play. I think foul balls can count for the first 2.
But the thing is, there wasn't even fouls. This was just straight down the middle for 8 pitches in a row, and then the 9th pitch gets thrown just a tad bit too low, and then the 10th straight down the middle of the strike zone for the end of the inning. So here we are going into the top of the 3rd, Pleasant Grove holding the 10-0 lead as we couldn't find the concession stands. So.
I think they're over there, actually. I was just about to go check that, so I will be back.
That will potentially be some water for me, as you know, you might hear some more facts from me as Boston's going to take another break here just for a second. So, Timpview putting True Anderson back to pitch. And, you know, Pleasant Grove is playing exactly how they want to be, you know, with their record on the season, 16-7, obviously with an 11-game win streak in the middle of that, just being ended yesterday by Maple Mountain, who is a top contender for Region 7 for 5A, Region 7. As Region 7 really dominates as Spanish Fork, Pleasant Grove, Maple Mountain, and Wasatch hold the top 4 spots in 5A. Nash Clement up to bat first for the Vikings here in this 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And that actually was the 2nd pitch, as it's a 1-1 count. I'm sorry, I missed that. Also, my headset's making weird sounds. I don't like it. Nash Clement, again, one of the left-handed batters for Pleasant Grove. That pitch going straight down the center to make it a 1-2 count for the Vikings here. True Anderson gets hit for a foul as Nash Clement gets another chance here. Senior. In my seminary class last year, Seems like a very cool guy. His pitch makes it a 2-2 count for the second. Just a ball right on the right side there. I guess the left for the pitcher, but. Two-two count on this pitch for True Anderson. And it hits Nash for the free walk. Hit by pitch. That is the fourth one this game. And that was really the story of the first inning for Pleasant Grove when they racked off those 10 runs.
Number 3, Vake Wolfgram.
I'll bring up the catcher in number 3, Vake Wolfgram, who took the only walk sometime in the first inning. He had 2 at-bats, I believe.
The second one being hit by a pitch,
So he's walked on both
but the first one being earned through
the base
4
on balls.
Yeah.
Pick off to first, not in time, over to Nash Clement.
So is there a punishment for trying that too many times?
If it's intentional, yes, you can get kicked out of the game.
Really?
You can get tossed, but if that's intentional, but throughout the first inning and just throughout this game, none of them have looked intentional at all.
Right.
It's just like some pitching struggles. Everyone goes through it at times. Hopefully the Timpview can recover from it.
That's true. Throws his first strike for
Vake
Vake
Wolfgram.
Wolfgram.
In
I
a
said
1-1
first strike,
count.
but he threw 2 others for Nash Clement before he got hit by pitch. 1-1 count here. Top of the third. And again, another try to get Clement out as he is sneaking away from that base slowly, step by step.
Isn't taking a massive lead at first, probably because he's trying to get thrown at twice now.
And that's a foul for Vake to give him a 1-2 count here. Again, Clement and Vake, both left-handed batters, go up then for a couple more right-handeds and a left. And that is a ground ball straight to right field. Sneaks right past the first baseman, who is a name that we actually know. Let me pull it up, actually.
Will Cannon.
Yeah. He was pitching at one point. By we know, we've seen him, not that we actually know his name, at least for me.
I knew his name.
But yeah, Will Cannon, it sneaks right past him, unfortunately, for the run. For a single, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for a single. That
I am
moves.
such a bot. Oh my gosh.
I was so confused with what you were trying to say for a second.
It actually was a double for Nash Clement, who runs all the way to third.
Well, it's not considered a double. It just moves him over to third.
Well, it's only a double for him because he moves over 2 bases. You know?
No, it's only.
Come on, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but you're not saying it
I'm
right.
just kidding. I'm sorry. But yeah, he just gets all the way to third base on that pitch.
Runner goes. Ball gets away from the catcher, and he's in there safely with no throw. And I believe that's stolen base number. Let me double check. I don't want to lie to you guys. Vake leads the team with now 17 stolen bases with that one that he just did on that last pitch. 1-0. Now a 1-1 here to Connor Ybarra. Is it Connor?
It's number 8.
Number 8, Davey Staffieri. They all have like very similar builds, and when they're wearing the same uniform
And the helmet, it's hard.
yeah, and helmet, it's very hard to distinguish people from, especially like a side point where you can't see their face or their number. You just take a guess. That one taken inside for ball 2. Now a 2-1.
as Pleasant Grove slowing down a bit, but Timpview continuing to struggle. And as I say that, that ball gets absolutely launched down into foul territory with this hill.
I bet whoever's shagging fly balls is having the time of their life getting all that cardio in.
Could be the 9-year-old brother of one of the players. You never know. But could be a fun time.
I did see a JV player running down.
I've thought about that for Pleasant Grove, where they're right next to a parking lot.
That one smoked on the ground over to third and in time for the first out as a sacrifice RBI brings Nash Clement across and keeps Tavake Wolfgram on second. Don't worry, I remember to turn the scoreboard on.
It's here.
You guys can actually see it.
11-0 now for the Vikings.
I'll bring up Keaton Nordic, number 9. He might be playing right field.
Vake playing games with True Anderson there on second base. He's hitting the crab strategy, going back and forth. No.
Oh, the Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, the Jackie Robinson classic.
I mean, it works with 17 stolen bases on the year, leading the team with 10 in front of second place. He's doing something right out on the bases.
Absolutely.
2-0 count here to Keaton Nordic. That one in the dirt for ball 3. Catcher keeps it close.
Will say I am a fan of the brown turf that Timpview's got. It's very clean, you know. I kind of think it's funny how they have the orange tee, just looks a lot like Tennessee for their logo in a lot of ways. I think they could benefit from using a certain script like Pleasant Grove's P logo that they use. Again, I'm no expert, but that really is only the baseball logo for Pleasant Grove. They don't use it for anything else.
Yeah, it is the baseball logo.
Yeah, and it's very cool. I like it. It's unique, you know. And I like all of our logos. The alternate forward-facing Viking that we use here on PGSN, of course, we still have the classic right side-facing Viking. That's my favorite logo, but
throw back to second. Vaque's still in there. One out on the board. Runners on first and second after Keaton Nordic gets walked in 4 pitches. Now up to bat, number 7, Ryder Huntsman takes a first pitch, throw down to third. He's in there successfully as stolen base number 18 for Vake Wolfgram. That one was also called a strike. I didn't know if I said that.
Owen Camp for Huntsman. Great wide receiver for Pleasant Grove this year, by the way.
Throw down to first. He's in there. It's always not the smartest move to pick off at first when you got a runner on third, just in case he decides to go. Barreled into left, watching it go by. Look at that one go, and that's a homer. Buries it. And that is the second time this game for Pleasant Grove. A 3-run home run, sorry. A 3-run home run. I thought it would sound redundant. No, but it's actually the right way to say it. Anyways, very cool for Ryder Huntsman as he joins the club for hitting a home run on Timpview's field as he goes and dunks into the Pleasant Grove bench. That is Ryder's second home run of the season. He is in second place for home runs on the team. Trailing Mason Henry with 3. And then behind him, Tobin Degelbeck, who's up to bat right now in an 0-1 count. His only home run coming off of the walk-off versus Lehigh in the bottom of the 12th inning after 4 hours of play.
That is absolutely insane. A 4-hour game. You know, and I thought those football games for Pleasant Grove back in the day being 3.5 hours were rough.
It was pretty bad. Game was at 3:30. By the end of it, the sun was going down. It was pretty bad.
You know, and I've always liked that we have lights on our field, but I've always wondered, like, they don't really use them, and that ball goes straight to third base, but he drops it,
and the first
baseman
can't get the
botches
dig
out, and that is unfortunate. Again, that former pitcher that we've seen on first.
Will Cannon.
Yeah, I remember Cannon being the name. I pulled up PG's roster just to make sure.
You knew
But
everyone.
of course, with a phone, you can't have multiple tabs, which is kind of.
I mean, you
reason
can
that
if
I
you
sound
do it
like a
on
bot.
like Google or something.
Yeah.
Instead of the app.
But the app I'm signed into, and I got all my favorites. I actually favorited Timpview so I can access it really fast.
Now up to bat, the lineup flips over. We got number 1, Nash Clement. 14-0 here, going the Vikings' way in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 out on the board.
Wait, Nash is pitching? Or is batting?
Nash is hitting.
Right-handed?
Yeah.
Really?
Nash.
'Cause-
Oh wait.
No.
Oh wait. No, this is Crew Anderson. I only saw one
Yeah.
of the ones.
I was
He's
kind of
number
like, if you were
11.
to switch to right hand, that is absolutely insane. Being ambidextrous
A
hitter
switch
would
hitter?
be insane.
No, it's just Crew Anderson. He only turned around like halfway, so I just saw the one, and then it didn't process to me that Nash is left-handed.
Just Crew Anderson, one of the guys to hit a home run this game.
And that is also his second one on the season, so him and Ryder Huntsman are now tied for second.
They're really trying to get that forced out. As there's been 2 attempts already. Here's the pitch.
Ball gets away.
Off the glove of the catcher, and that is going to put Degelbeck at second base. Anderson here on a 2-0 count. Right down center for first strike for Anderson. Two on count. Keeps looking back at Degelbeck. Goes for it, and
The ball gets away from the second baseman.
Timpview has the butter gloves on right now, as they have struggled with moving the, and you know it's unfortunate. Kind of, you know, it's hard sometimes where you know things start to go wrong and it kind of gets in your
Spirals.
head and it makes you do more things wrong. And you're right with the downward spiral that can happen. And baseball, you know, sports are just as mental as they are physical, and baseball is one of those ones where perfection is kind of mandatory in a lot of ways. As a ground ball down center field, as Degelbeck running home for the score, he gets it, makes it 15-0, and Crew Anderson gets over to second base. He's safe. As the ball was making his way slowly back to the pitcher's mound.
As Crew's actually out.
Well, that is unfortunate. I guess it's sacrifice, but
Got a little too greedy on the bases there.
it looked good to me, but you know they call it out.
Now batting.
Again, I wish I had a more keen eye for these things, as you know I'm just looking for practicing that. You know, So again, apologies.
Connor Ybarra now up to the plate. First pitch hit off the left baseline. That was a weird sound off the bat. What is he using? Is that a Bone Saber or Rollins?
I'm not sure. You know, bats are not something I'm very familiar with.
It's a Rollins Icon. I've never seen that colorway before. Almost looked like a wood bat. It's a...
Is that illegal in high school baseball, or?
Oh no, he can use that if it's a drop 3.
No,
which,
can they use a wooden bat?
Yeah.
It's just there's not a point.
There's not a good reason to when you can use metal.
Right.
Why would you use wood?
Exactly.
It's heavier, not as much pop. Doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, the crack of a metal bat is, you know, it. I think the crack of a wood bat, it does sound really nice sometimes, but
only if
on
you got
homers,
the,
really. Like,
yeah, really only if you got the power to make it sound that good, which honestly most high school players don't. Like,
yeah, so if you're an Otani type, as I'm going to go for just a second here.
But yeah, as I think he was about to say, if you're like Otani, you can make a wood bat sound nice. He can smack the ball up 110 miles an hour, 115 miles an hour. Sounds really nice when you barrel one up, but if you're... I got him in on the wrist. That's the 6th hit by pitch this game. Not looking great for Timpview pitching, but given Pleasant Grove a lot of bases.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Now up to bat, we got Davey Staffieri, or wow, what am I saying? This is number 4 in Talon Page.
Umpire talking to Coach Henry here.
Is he getting a pinch runner, or you have to take something off? Oh, he was getting a pinch runner, and Jet Christofferson, number 12.
As who hit that, by the way? I'm just wasn't there.
Oh, he got hit by the pitch.
Right.
It got him on the...
Was it Clement?
Oh, no, that was Connor Ybarra.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate, you know, being the designated pitcher for the game. And that is another hit by pitch, and Talon Page is going to get a free rock to first.
That one got him on the leg.
Just straight in the hip, and he looked unbothered by it, too. It just, boom, and he just, you know, he flips the bat, he walks.
Yeah, it was a little bit slow of a curveball.
And that pitch that hit Ybarra, kind of, it looked like it hurt. It hit him right on the wrist.
Yeah, those don't feel good. As we got a pinch hitter here, number 2, Carden Page, who I haven't seen since the game like before
Red
Rock, when he got hit in the face with a fly ball after he missed it. He was on the ground for like 5 minutes. Had to get surgery on his mouth.
Yeah, I have. I've seen him at practice a few times. He was not dressed, but I saw him at least this week dressed at a practice. And so I was like, oh, he might be back. And that's what somebody said. They said he got his. He got some.
Just go ahead to start playing again.
Yeah, well, he got the thing that was in his mouth after the surgery removed.
Okay.
As his recovery process. That was, it was pretty quick, being just about a month long.
Yeah, I mean.
And those mouth surgeries, it really does only take like a month for it to be completely fine again.
Yeah, he had, 4 front teeth pulled, or at least just missing?
Yeah, something like that. I saw, he had a metal wire going through. He had stuff in there, and it kind of feels funny to be like, oh yeah, I got mouth surgery, so now I can't play. But I've had that happen where I got a tonsillectomy once, and I couldn't play sports because you don't really want to either. Your mouth just hurts.
Yeah.
And it sucks. So.
I know I got a gum graft a couple years ago. That was
That is
not
rough.
fun to go through.
Yeah, and of course the classic surgery of wisdom teeth. It's
I'm
it's
getting mine
pretty,
like next year.
yeah, it's a pretty sucky operation to have done actually, but as long as you don't get a dry sock, you're good. And that foul going straight for the bleachers. Here it comes, right behind the Pleasant Grove
Visiting stands.
Yeah, the visiting stands currently occupied by Pleasant Grove. I mean, it could have nailed any one of these moms right in the head.
All in one corner.
And yeah, that net is it's a bit stressful for it to be like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Full count here to Talon Page. Taking high for ball 4. That will load the bases. Coming with, we got number 10.
Is that Maddox Webb?
It is. It is Maddox Webb. I was trying to remember.
He's got a bigger build than some of the other players, and here we go. Let's see what he can do.
I haven't seen him take an at-bat in quite a while, but you're up 15-0. Bases juiced. What else is left to do? Other than let
juice it some more. How about it?
Well, you can't really juice the bases more than having them loaded.
Okay, so we make the lemonade out of lemons that are on each base.
Yeah, that's what we call a grand slam. Coming from a PO who's definitely going to hit a grand slam. That'd be probably one of the greatest moments in PG baseball if we have a PO hit a home run. For those that don't know, and Jack included, PO means pitcher only.
Okay.
And DH means designated hitter. I don't know if I said that at all yet. But just so you guys know that. Maddox Webb is typically a PO and like a relief pitcher if needed, but having him take that bat today, up 15-0, third inning, what else you got left to lose?
Right.
Good take there.
One count here, top of the third, 2-1. I guess they're taking a long time to update that, the infield scoreboard.
Well, I was wrong. I believe it's a 2-1.
I guess it's 1-1, you know, here we go.
It is 3-1. The umpire just said it. They just didn't update it.
Yeah, okay, so 3-1 count. We are smarter than whoever is there.
I know
Just
my
kidding.
stuff. I'm observant
There you go.
sometimes.
Well, our job here is to watch the game entirely. No distractions from phones or anything. So
In there for a strike. Now full count.
a full count grand slam. Let's see what Maddox Webb can do. It could be the greatest highlight in PG's year so far.
That would be crazy. I don't know if he hits a grand slam here. I honestly don't think that beats Tobin's Degelbeck walk-off home run bottom of the
Right.
12th. But I'd say it's number 2.
Here's the pitch.
Labeled into left field.
For
That
a
goes,
second, I thought it could, but it goes straight to the football field.
that had the distance. I don't know if it had the right angle on it. That might have been a little too low to get over these fences.
It had the power, though.
Yeah, the power was definitely there. If he just brought that up a little more, weighted back on it a tiny bit to keep it in play, that probably could have been gone. What bat is he using? Combat? It's a good one to use. One of the biggest barrels on the market. I think the only bigger one is the Hype Fire right now. I don't know if the Hype Fire is even legal. Runners go, and it nails him.
Hit by it. Wow. And the bases continue to be loaded as we go to the next batter. 16-0 score here at the top of the third inning.
I believe that might be it for True Anderson.
As
It will be. He is done for the day. We'll bring in whoever's in left field right now, I believe, actually.
He's hurting. He's tired of this, Grandpa. It's time.
Well, you keep digging as we get... let's see. We get number 13, my Max Preps. Please load.
Luke Hamari, another senior here for... We've pretty much seen almost every senior here for the Timpview Thunderbirds. As it really is a mostly sophomore and junior team, I will say.
We haven't seen Tommy Rickus, number 11. And Sam Burns. We saw them.
He batted once.
Yeah, so we only haven't seen Tommy Riskas. Sorry, I said his name wrong. Number 11. Don't know where he's at, but
he could be injured and not playing, but you don't know.
Who knows? Not us. As we will be back with, I believe, Davey Staffieri up to bat first after the pitching change. And actually, we have a pinch hitter for Davey Staffieri in number 13, Drew Jensen. I believe he's a junior.
I've seen him hit some absolute nukes at practice, actually, so he's got it in him. But, yeah, we haven't seen him yet.
The pitcher had a hand warmer on his belt?
I don't know.
Or, oh, no, it was a wristband?
I guess. I don't know. He had to get rid of something.
Was it one of the football plays things that you have on your wrist? I think it was.
Oh, he swings for the fences. That would have been an absolute nuke.
You know, 2 outs, bases loaded. 16-0.
You should
swing for it.
You should just try to hit an absolute bomb. That would be amazing. 0-1 count.
Yeah, you got JV player.
Oh, and there it goes. Can it be gone? I can't believe it. Drew Jensen with the grand slam. I can't believe it. Give him the Denny's meal right now. Absolutely incredible. That makes the score 20-0. Oh! Dunks into the bench, and that has got to be one of the best moments I've seen in Pleasant Grove's history.
That is amazing.
And right after we say swing for the fences, he hits an absolute nuke. And I've seen it before in practice. He can hit it, man. And
yeah, he doesn't get many opportunities on varsity except in blowouts like this, but he's just proven himself.
Here we go.
Carter Wilkes, number 22. Wow, that voice crack. That's bad.
Luke Kamari, and that is a second big hit.
That one popped up to the center fielder, makes the grab
and
for the third out.
The end of the top of the third. Luke Kamari has 3 pitches so far. By the way, I wasn't saying for PG hitting. That is the Timpview pitcher. He's thrown 3 pitches. It was one strike.
Foul tip. And then
home run, and then what could have been home run, like with another foot, pretty much. It was right there.
Probably like 20 feet.
20?
Yeah.
It was right there. I swear.
He wasn't even on the warning track yet.
Nope, it was right there. I promise. I'm just kidding. But absolutely incredible. Pleasant Grove's morale is at an all-time high after the loss to Maple Mountain. yesterday.
I don't know if you heard this or if anyone listening has heard this, but Coach Henry told me today that they talked to the center fielder who made the last out against the wall for the fly out, the last out, which if he didn't catch that, they would have tied it or maybe even won it right then and there. But he was running. He was like basically against the wall, like lunged for it, closed his eyes, made the catch, and smacked off the wall and held on to it for the final out.
So what you're saying is luck played a little bit of a factor there.
I would say so. His eyes were closed.
Eyes are closed, hits the wall, keeps it in the glove.
For the last out.
I wouldn't say it's a fluke loss, but it is a loss on an extremely lucky 1 in a million play that happened right at the end that could have given Pleasant Grove the win. So
and it was a great game. Pleasant Grove only losing by 1, 3-2.
Yeah, and it happens. Even the 73-9 Warriors lost to the 15 seed Lakers in a regular season game, and not necessarily right at the end. I mean, and also even at the end of the season, they were trying to win as much as possible.
Yeah.
So it happens. Great teams can lose to bad teams, or great teams can lose to other great teams.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's nothing short of a bad team.
Exactly. So it's just, it really is what day you catch a team on. So Pleasant Grove firing on all cylinders today with a half varsity, half JV lineup, and now pretty much going to be running a lot of JV hitters probably.
We were talking about it earlier. Luke Hamari now to the plate, number 13, the last senior that we have to see.
No, the last senior is still Tommy Riskas, but Luke Hamari was the pitcher just barely through the grand slam.
He was. New pitcher on the mound for the Vikings as well. Taken out Dodson. First pitch, a little inside, had good velocity on it.
Jack Dodson, is he a junior?
He is. He had one varsity start on the season, and now I believe, from what I've seen, this is his second varsity appearance. He is high up in the JV rotation. Caught on a miss there for strike 2. Now a 1-2 count to Hamari. It's looking like his velocity is really good. He's throwing a bit inside on these first couple of pitches. Don't know if that's intentional or not. But strike 3 on the cut and miss. That is the first out in 4 pitches. And there he is. Tommy, is it?
Riskas.
What's his first name?
Tommy Riskas.
Okay. I don't know if I heard Tommy or Johnny on the announcer. But Tommy Riskas, first pitch, popped up, calling for it in Carter Wilkes over at shortstop. Makes the grab for out number 2. That was not Carter Wilkes. Carter Wilkes is at second base. That is, keep turning, Tobin Degelbeck, number 21.
I just missed what player is up to bat for the Thunderbirds.
Cole, number 1. Cole Eggeman?
Enigman, yes.
That one.
Foul ball sent straight over the back fence here into that soccer field again. Such an interesting setup we have here at Timpview. It's a cool field. I like it, but
I like the field, but
it's a lot different.
The safety features, not so much.
Yeah. It feels just a bit spooky, and it must be at least a little bit common as balls have been hit over and almost hit the bleachers a couple of different times.
I feel like they should definitely get at least some sort of netting up.
Oh, boy, Jack. Good spot.
Barely couldn't get it on that one. Now a 2-1 to Cole. That's his first name.
The infield scoreboard continues to be a little bit wrong here.
I mean, typically with those, it takes a while to update. Either way,
those things are hardwired. So,
yeah.
But yeah, there you go. That's the end of the inning. So Jack Dodson closes it out pretty handily. 3 batters, 3 outs, and here we go. Into the 4th, up 20-0, and again, I'm pretty sure what rule I read earlier where it says coaches can agree. I think that is only in tournaments.
Yeah, I don't believe that that's going to happen today. We're probably going to go into the 5th inning, play that through because Timpview is the home team. They're going to have a last chance to take it out of.
Yeah, and this is their senior night. Like they at least want to play a full game, a respectable game, a gentleman's game, if you would. So here we are.
I mean, they had a JV player hit a grand slam, so.
I mean, Pleasant Grove is.
You think I could convince Coach Henry to
let
me get in that bat?
Let you get a bat. We'll keep the headset on. Have you commentate.
Oh, yeah, I'll get the wireless mics. I'll be mic'd up during the at bat.
Here it comes.
Hitting it 450 dead center.
And you're just gonna say, embracing my Otani here, and just launch it into right down center.
That would be. That would be so.
It would probably be the funniest thing to ever happen.
I'm just up there in a normal shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
I'm not even in uniform taking that bat. I'd look stupid out there.
Here we are, a batter we haven't seen, Dax Clement. Probably little brother of Nash. He's a sophomore, number 5.
Dax Clement.
He is the little brother of Nash.
And let me tell you, that Grand Slam has got to be an all-time highlight for PGSN. At least for hype moments. Like, it was a great moment this year. Probably number 2 as,
Tobin Degelbeck.
The walk-off home run must have been the best thing that happened. So, pitcher for Timpview.
Still number 13, Luke Hamari.
Yes.
Gets a piece of it, goes to Coach Henry. Good fielding by him, and a good throw back.
There you go.
Look at that gentleman.
He's ready for it. He's got the reflexes still.
Get him on the field. Put him on the mound.
Bit of a high pitch. Giving it
2-1.
2-1. Yeah. Sorry, we were just saying the same thing.
me and Zane do it all the time. I'm so used to it by now.
That one in the dirt to make it a 3-1 count for
Dax Clement.
Dax Clement. I was thinking of the pitcher's name, but it's a 3-1 count for the batter, obviously.
Yeah, batter's count here. He's ahead.
That's high, and Dax is going to walk to first for free. Well earned, technically, but. Here we are. Next at bat for Pleasant Grove is Jet Christofferson. That is a name from football that I remember.
I don't think we've seen him hit at all this season.
I have never heard of him, but I do remember him being a backup quarterback as a freshman, and he, did his best as a freshman throwing against varsity Skyridge, which put 47 points on us. It's fine. He did throw a touchdown, though. I'm pretty sure it was pretty awesome.
And on deck as well, we got number 33, Carter Casperson, who's the backup catcher for the Vikings. Now that he's batting, probably switched out Vake Wolfgram behind the dish.
Yeah. 1-1 count here for Jet as he launches a foul ball way out to the football field once again.
That would have been a little short on a home run, but again, great contact. Just a little early on that off-speed pitch, probably a change-up.
That must be the third or fourth ball that's flown it over to the football field.
That's the third one.
Third, yeah.
So the first one
hit that scoreboard. That was amazing.
Tobin Degelbeck.
That ball sent real high.
Tracking over in right field, and it's
can't
dropped.
See it.
He lost it in the sun. Jet Christofferson will get to first base on the error from, it's an error 9. If anyone wants to correct me on that, feel free to. I don't know number positions. I believe right field is number 9.
I think they got that looking at the sun effect where they had the location, but then the sun started burning their eyes a little bit, and he actually crouches down and holds his eyes, and the ball just bounces about 4 feet next to him. That is quite an unfortunate thing to happen, as the sun is. That's just a part of playing outside. You know, you gotta be able to deal with that. Casperson.
In a 1-1 count here. First pitch taken for a strike. Second pitch high.
High on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove up by 20-0 here in the top of the fourth.
It doesn't even sound real.
I know.
Casperson launches it down center, and that is out of the park for another 3 runs.
2-run. Oh, wait, that was a 3-run home run.
For the Vikings.
That was a third 3-run home run.
That is unreal, and the other home run was a grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
This has been absolutely insane here. 23-0. Casperson jumps into the bench, and the hype is at an all-time high. Jack Dodson up to bat next for the Vikings.
Currently the pitcher for this Vikings team.
He's a relief hitter and pitcher, it looks like.
Yeah,
that's what it says here.
Mostly plays JV.
Yeah.
But we've seen him. I've seen him. This is the second time on varsity.
And wind picking up here a little bit. Sorry, we apologize. It sounds like I'm breathing into my mic.
We're kind of faced away from it a little bit.
It's weird. It's like sneaking. It's
going at such a weird angle.
It's blowing it away that it's sneaking under the pop filter, which is a really rare phenomenon, but it is happening right now.
Second pitch in the dirt for Jack Dodson. So is the third. Now a 2-1 count.
That one hit the grass before the dirt even.
Did it? I thought it was like right before. I mean, it's all turf anyways.
Yeah, it is actually turf, but
Where does it? Can you even see the line where it turns to dirt? Is it the dirt? All the infield is.
I don't know.
It kind of looks like all the infield is turf. I also can't tell.
That pitch low to make it a 3-1 count here for Jack Dodson, and Hamari is just struggling as a relief pitcher here for the Thunderbirds. Dodson swings for the fences and misses, and that makes it for a second strike. 3-2 count full for Dodson. Let's see what can happen.
On deck, number 4, Carden Page.
And that's a
strike.
So that is an out for Pleasant Grove. Let's see. Looked like it was just barely on the line.
Yeah, that one got in there on the corner.
Yeah, just pretty much as close to a free walk as you can get. And that pitch really high for Talon Page. Carden, sorry.
And have I had them switch? Please tell me no. No, I have. It's Talon Page. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Page. Or Miss Page, sorry. You get mad at me and Zane all the time for this. I apologize. I did it. We have Talon Page over here.
It's hard. It happens. It happened a lot with the Sikander sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Girls baseball, and that ball launches almost right into the dugout for the Thunderbirds.
Now a 1-2 count to Talon Page. I'll get it someday, I promise. Caught on a miss for strike 3. Gets away from the catcher, though. And he's in there for a strikeout that he gets to first base, which is very, very unusual for high school, much less anything higher than that, which I don't know if you saw at all, Jack. There was one game in a college baseball game. 2 pitchers threw 4 strikeout innings.
Really?
Because on a drop third strike like that, he swung at it, but it got away from the catcher, so he dropped it, quote unquote. He ran to first and was safe.
Wow.
So you can run on the third strike if the catcher drops it.
Right.
And if you make it to first, it counts as a strikeout for the pitcher, but you're still safe.
Wow, how weird. And another relief pitcher coming out for the Thunderbirds, number 4.
McCoy Webb.
We've seen him hit bat. And fourth or fifth pitcher that we've seen for the Thunderbirds this game.
Back to what I was saying. It was 2 weeks ago or something like that. There's two pitchers in the same college game in the same inning. So they're on opposite teams. I don't remember what inning it was. The top and bottom of the fourth inning, both these pitchers threw 4 strikeout innings. Struck out 2 pitchers, but there was a drop third strike somewhere in there, and they made it to first, and the other 3 batters. And that's just, for 1 4 strikeout inning to happen in the first place is super weird, and you hardly see it. But for 2 to happen in the same game, much less the same inning, was
absolutely
wild.
Insane. Crazy moments can happen.
I'm getting it right this time, I swear. Runner on first, and his brother Talon, actually. First pitch. Second. On outside, now a 2-0 count.
As it kind of takes, the momentum turns into a drag when you, and how did Talon end up on third? What happened?
How is Talon on third? What just did he steal?
Ground
Was it a
ball.
block?
Player fumbles with it, and that is going to be
An RBI.
yeah.
I had no idea how Talon got to third. I was not paying attention. I was looking at the scoreboard. I look up, and Talon is jogging over to first.
24-0.
I don't know what the...
I think this is Maddox Webb.
It is, number 10. I don't know why the dugout's going crazy. I think it might just be because it's Maddox Webb.
Yeah, I
He's a
just
TO.
think they love him.
Just tell him, go for the fences.
That ball in the dirt.
I will advance Carden Page on over to second. Make sure to watch him to see if he goes over to third for some reason.
They love Maddox Webb. They're going crazy for him. Barking, almost making him laugh, I think. That pitch way off target, and Carden almost runs to third, but decides, or I guess maybe couldn't. I'm not sure, actually.
Just decides against it on the pass ball. Think he looked at the bounce out, it took off the backstop, decided it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. 2-1 count.
Yeah, 2-1 count here, 1 out. Runner in scoring position on second in Carden Page. We'll see what Maddox Webb here in the box can do on down and in for ball 3.
And there you go, 3-1. And Maddox, we can feel the energy. He wants to swing for the fences as, a designated pitcher batting is so funny. Oh, it just nicks off the top of the bat there for a foul. And that makes it a full count, 3-2.
He wants it. You can see him smiling out there. He's using the combat, one of the biggest barrels on the market. I said that earlier today.
He wants it. The team wants it. Coach wants it. We want it. And it's a foul.
That's foul off the right baseline. That's going to be a trek to go and get. That's going down the big ol' hill on the right side. I'm just realizing if it goes like really right field, we can't see it from here. I don't know if our camera can either.
Yeah, kind of a different camera angle setup we got going here.
Maddox.
They
Oh,
call that a strike. And the PG fans,
I got the replay on
concerned.
that.
it's close. I'm not a
Well,
I'm not an umpire. And
We're not going to argue with it.
Mason Henry is just talking to the umpire, trying to give him a ball. There you go. The PG team is having a great time. Of course, they're up 24-0, but they love their boy Maddox Webb.
I don't know if that was intentional or not by Mason Henry. Hey, don't worry, guys. I got that on replay. I didn't play it, but I got the replay.
There you go. Maybe make some sort of joke out of it
montage.
later. Yeah.
Just my.
A little bit of a blooper. Oh, we have Drew back on bat, it looks like.
Yeah, Drew Gents, number 13. Now 3-0 count here. Carden Page still over on second. Unless he got pinch hit for, or pitch ran for. I don't believe so. Gets a piece of it, flies over to the left. And looks like it hit the turtle shell over there.
Pitcher is McCoy Webb, right?
Yes.
I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
So we could have said it was Webb versus Webb.
Oh, it was.
That was,
Maybe that's what everyone was going crazy about. It was Webb versus Webb.
and that is a free walk for Drew Gents.
Isn't his last name
Jensen.
Gents? Okay, I was
Jensen,
gonna say
sorry.
Jensen. There is a Gents. I don't know if he's on the baseball team.
There's
He's
Kyler
not.
Gents, but he's on
Yeah,
basketball.
that's who I was thinking of. I have like a bunch of the baseball team in my A3 class, and Kyler's in there, so sometimes I think he's on the baseball team when he's not.
Who's at bat right now?
Carter Wilkes, number 22. He swings and misses on the first pitch.
He's not even on the
Varsity
Max
roster?
Preps, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he might be on the JV roster if there even is a JV roster uploaded. I don't believe there is.
I feel like most of the time, most of the JV players are also on. If
The
they're a
varsity
dual
roster.
player, then they're on the varsity roster. Which
Some are Talon Page, Dax Clement, Jet Christofferson, Drew Gents, Kyler Stadler. We haven't seen any of him. Gunnar Cloward, Jack Dodson. Carter Wilkes is on there, but his number is wrong. It says he's number 18. So he is on there. It's just none of their numbers are correct on the roster.
right.
So whoever's
1-2
in charge
count.
of that, whoever's in charge of that for the Vikings, please
Pitch too high for Wilkes.
please fix Max Brips. I would appreciate it. You changed all the ages of everybody, but not their numbers.
McCoy Webb, by the way, a left-handed pitcher. We haven't really brought that up, but
He called that strike
straight
three.
down the center, and there you go. That is the end of the top of the fourth inning. Very eventful. Highlight being a 3-run home run hit by Carter Casperson.
No, that
Right?
wasn't Carter Casperson. That was Drew Gents.
No, he hit the grand slam. Carter Casperson hit a 3-run homer.
Oh, it was. Yeah, that is my bad.
No, it's okay. Wait, was that also in this inning, the grand slam?
No,
was like, that would've-
that was third inning.
I was like, that would have been the longest inning of my life. That was true.
I don't think so.
As
but
we move to the bottom of the fourth for the Thunderbirds.
we are vibing here.
The morale couldn't be any higher as the team goes out there. Sending
Do we have an all
JV lineup
roster?
going here.
I don't know. Who's number 12? Is that, yeah, that's Jay Christofferson. Who's number 37? That's not even a number on a lineup. Carter Casperson moved from catcher over to first. Actually, wait, no, he never even caught yet. When he came up to bat, I said that he was probably taking Vake's spot, but Drew Jensen did. He's behind the dish. I'm trying to look at who's number 29.
I'm not sure. You know, point being is that we have a practically entire JV lineup out there for the bottom of the fourth here. I think within the fifth inning, if they decide to, you know, keep gunning, I think that the real goal is to get Maddox Webb a homer, you know.
Yeah, Maddox Webb is actually over in right field. I just saw that. Yeah, he's Howland Page in left.
Would be a whole lot of fun if Maddox Webb got a homer here in this series. It would be a lot of fun. Or just specifically in this game, you know, because it might not happen again. Timpview has to come play Pleasant Grove at home in
tomorrow.
Well,
not tomorrow, sorry.
So tomorrow is, wow, that's the first ball that's actually come towards us.
It's the second one.
Okay.
Anyway. There was one in the first inning.
Oh, yeah, okay. It was a long time ago. But first...
It's like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, so we have Jack Dodson just absolutely launches one down the center there for strike 2.
Down the pipe there. And also, want to correct myself. Carden Page in left field, not Talon Page.
There you go.
I apologize.
Number 2.
Wait, please tell me I'm right.
Number 2 is Carden Page.
It is Carden Page in left. Okay, we're good. All right, 2-2 count here. Did we say who is at bat for Timpview? Did we see a number? Did we hear anyone say it?
I am not sure, actually.
I believe I see a 2 in there.
A 2 is the first guy.
That might be a number 5. Called, that is, oh, yeah, number 2. Beckham Woodward.
Yep.
Sophomore. Works himself into a full count here.
Here's the pitch, Jack Dodson, and that's a strike.
Cut on a miss for the first strikeout.
I'd love to see some Ty Cottle action in this game.
He might be out there, and I just never saw him. There was a number
32.
No, a 37. Oh, yeah, but numbers are wrong. I was saying I saw number 37 out there. There's also number 29.
Wait, the numbers are wrong on Max Preps?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's really messed up.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. Whoever runs the Max Preps for the Vikings, please fix that.
Technically, it's
29
available to be updated by anybody with an admin or for PG, which just you have to. It's not that hard to prove. But
okay.
Yeah, so anybody who's willing, try to go and update that so it's all correct.
I can talk to Coach Henry about it.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Way high.
That's not something you typically see from Jack. I almost called him Jake. Jack Dodson. See what he works from here in a 2-1 count.
Ball is launched into foul territory on the right. Hits that hill, and it's going a mile away. Have fun shagging that.
Now a 2-2 count here to McCoy Webb. 24-run lead for the Vikings.
McCoy Webb foul on the first, and that is also going to the football field. That's number 4.
I don't know if that quite got there. That might have been...
I think anything that is going over that fence is like bouncing into the football field because the football field's down a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Looks like someone may have got it just outside of the... Oh, he did. Oh, that one.
That one way
high
high
fly ball. Carden Page.
Out, and there you go. Second out for...
The Vikings.
Oh, it's so confusing to say because it's technically a second
Timpview out.
Yeah, I almost said Timberwolf.
You can really say it either way.
Yeah. But Thunderbird, as you remember, there are 2 Timp schools, and one of them's wildly good at baseball, and the other is not. So that's unfortunate.
Who?
Timpanogos.
Yeah.
They just got a great history of being pretty good.
Yeah. Will Cannon, is someone using a microphone? Is that what I just heard?
I think they were just announcing.
No, like right now. I thought I heard it earlier. Someone was saying something on a loudspeaker besides just announcing him.
Something.
Now, 1-1 here to Will Cannon, number 17, was today's starting pitcher. Cut on a miss for strike number 2.
And everybody's swinging for it as they want to put any points on the board here.
Yeah, you need to get something started if you're Timpview. If you don't score 14 runs in the next 2 innings, you get mercy ruled. Taken for strike
Jack
3.
takes him out, and that is going to be the end of the 4th inning. Coming up next, top of the 5th, and well,
it's going to be the Vikings' last plate appearances coming here in this one as they're up 24.
Gentlemen, that is the ball game.
Oh.
Attending today's
I think the coaches just agreed to end
end
it.
it there. I think they might have. We will end it after 4. Vikings take the win 24-0 here over the Timpview Thunderbirds.
And of course, what a great game played by both teams, honestly. Timpview having their struggles this season, but as I've been a fan of some teams that have struggled in the past, and it doesn't really take away
Your love
the
for the
heart and love for the team that these guys have. Like, these guys love their sport and their school, because the school is a representation of the community, really. This is Timpview, this is Provo, it's because Timpview isn't necessarily a town, but
Yeah, it's in Provo, Utah.
But yeah, it represents the community they're in, and here's their fans. They're cheering them on. They're here for senior night, so great performance from them, trying to come out and prove who they are. And Pleasant Grove, obviously, a great performance. You got multiple home runs, multiple 3-run home runs, and a grand slam from Drew Jensen in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, you got 2 3-run home runs. And then the grand slam.
Yeah, and Carter Casperson hitting a 3-run home run, not as quite as hype as Drew Jensen hitting that grand slam, obviously, but that,
especially with that much of a lead. The first one that went over from Tobin Degelbeck.
Right.
That one was.
You also have a Crew
Anderson. There was 4 home runs today.
In the first inning. And I'm pretty sure they were all 3 grand slam, and that's got to be one of my favorite moments in PGSN history, to be honest. So go back and watch it. It's in the 3rd inning. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, if you ever feel inclined to watch some PGSN hypest moments, we
should put a montage together of stuff like that.
Yeah, what a great day of baseball here. Thank you so much for having me on, Boston Harding. I am Jack Barnard, former commentator but current worker for Coach Henry, who tells me this is one of the most important things to him. A great stream of dudes who are supporting the team, So it's been great. Boston, what do you got to say as Timpview's got to come play Pleasant Grove at home?
Monday, I believe.
On Monday, maybe Tuesday, but it's probably
Monday or Tuesday.
That's the final game of the season, by the way.
Yeah, of the regular season. Then we move to the playoffs. Vikings had a good win here, good impression on Timpview Senior Day, and then we'll come back for Pleasant Grove Senior Day, we believe, on Tuesday the, what is that, the 5th?
Yeah, something like that. So, anyways, it's been a great day. It's been a great game. And honestly,
Vikings moved to 18-7.
Yes,
or
17-7.
17-7, and
a great bounce back win after losing to Maple Mountain yesterday, 3-2, with of course that
wild ending.
Wild, non-controversial because it was the right. It was a right call, but it was crazy that it happened. So, anyways. That was a great day of baseball. Thank you guys for tuning in so much, and make sure to tune in next week for the second half of this series against Timpview. I am Jack Barnard.
And I'm Boston Harding. We will see you next week.
Yeah, for the next game. This is PGSN signing off.